Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to CTHS Podcast. This is kind of a unexpected recording.
Yep.
We
Very spontaneous.
found out at 12 we were going to do this, basically. But you might notice that there's 2 chairs this time. That's because for the first time ever, we're going to have 2 guests
Yeah, 2 guests.
at the same time.
Yeah.
So you might be wondering who those 2 guests are. Well, we have 2 student athletes. And for the first time ever, we have a non-CTHS student coming
Yeah.
on.
So yeah,
Pretty
these
big deal.
people are hardworking kids. They do well in school. They're very involved in athletics. One of them actually doesn't even go to CTHS. He's from Rayburn. Both of these students, they play for Rayburn, but one of them doesn't even go here. But like we heard his stories. He's an interesting person. He has a lot to say. And
One of our good friends.
yeah, a good friend. And yeah, without further ado, come on stage. This is Frida and Rogelio Martinez. All right, grab the mics.
So tiny.
All right. You're going to get the mics?
All right.
All right, so who are you guys?
Well, my name's Frida. I've known you guys since, freshman year?
Yeah.
So, Frida Corino, that's my name.
Uh-huh. What's your name?
My name is also Rogelio Martinez, but as y'all know,
Also.
everyone calls me Roger.
Yeah.
And I've known y'all since basically freshman year too.
Yeah.
Frida introduced us, and I mean, been friends ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all look tense. Y'all can chill.
Oh, my bad.
Don't worry about it. Okay, so you guys are student athletes. You play 3 sports. I
Yeah.
believe you do track, basketball, and football.
That's
and
like
football.
a lot of people don't know how that is here. I mean, we do.
Yeah.
Because, like, we shadowed freshman and sophomore year. But,
Yeah.
like, the incoming classes, they have, like, they really don't know what that is. So, like, how is that for you, being a student
So,
athlete?
really, I don't get a break, basically. Like, football season ended last Friday, and the very next day on Saturday, I had a basketball tryout that I had to go to. And then it's like yesterday, I just had our first scrimmage, and it's like everyone already knows, like, the plays, and everyone knows, like, what you have to do. And it's like me, like, I had to just learn everything, like, really quick
Yeah.
and really fast because
You have to
everyone's...
adapt.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happened to me sophomore year in baseball. Because I was on the basketball team and had to try out all late for baseball. And I had to work my way up from, like, being on the bench to being, like, a starter and
Yeah.
the first batter.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you kind of have to, like, learn everything after everybody is, like, already knowing stuff.
Yeah,
It's hard.
exactly. And then from whenever basketball season's over, then going to track, it's like that's hard too because it's like every sport is like you
Yeah,
have to have
it's
a
a little
different type of like conditioning.
Yeah.
It's like football, it's a lot more like you're
Your
going.
body's taking hits and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And then basketball, it's a lot more up pace.
Yeah.
And then for it's like track, it's like
Stamina.
it's a lot more stamina.
lot of stamina.
then like the practices are way different too, and it's difficult, but it's a lot of fun. Definitely, I've met
Yeah.
a lot of nice people.
And this is an interesting point of view because, like, here at CTHS, we don't have any of that. So,
It's
you know,
actually, like, ending this year.
yeah,
And
the
Frida's-
shuttling.
Frida's one of the last ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I only did I did volleyball all 4 years, so
Yeah.
freshman.
So
sophomore,
she's been
junior year.
shuttling for all 4 years.
Yeah, I've been playing a sport all 4 years. My sophomore year, I actually did do track and volleyball, but then I kind of realized like it's really difficult, especially coming to one school and then going all the way to another school like every single day. Because intermediate days I was in every sport. And I
But
was
you went
always
to the
involved.
school, yeah.
Yeah, and everything and all that. But I mean, I never left CTHS or anything like that. But it was so hard, like always just driving back and forth or just finding rides, and then it just gets really tiring. And then it's just like a complete different environment here. Than at Rayburn.
it's
And
so
I've
That's
definitely
true.
realized that.
It's
I've definitely
crazy.
realized that. And I kind of give myself a little bit of credit for that because at first I thought my freshman year I wouldn't make it all 4 years just because it is hard. Like I said, it's not the same environment, and I have to adjust to it. So
Yeah.
it took a lot of mentality stuff, like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't give
definitely.
up. You know, you can do it. Just wait till your senior year. Just wait till junior year and stuff like that. So I definitely give a lot of respect to Roger. I always have because playing 3 sports isn't that easy
Mm.
because I could barely do one sport here, and I come here, and I have to go all the way over there all
Yeah.
the time.
And like as Chandler said, like it's night and day, man. Like over here at CTHS, it's like so much more different than at a different
Yeah.
campus.
Yeah.
And you know, me and Daniel, we played sports sophomore year and freshman year, and like we would shuttle back and forth. And dude, it's crazy, like how
Yeah.
different it was.
Yeah.
So you know, it's interesting to get like these point of views because you know, not all the underclassmen are gonna have the same experiences we have, and like know the struggles we had to like struggle. But yeah,
Like, do you still have time for other stuff at school besides doing
Uh-huh.
sports?
So yeah, I'm actually a part of DECA. It's like our basically same thing, similar to BPA here. Um, I do that also, and I think that's basically it because yeah, like I don't really have time for anything else besides that.
Yeah, 'cause like when we play sports, we really couldn't do anything besides like
Yeah.
shuttle. 'Cause like every day after school you have to go
Yeah.
like to
Yeah.
Soho, so we couldn't do clubs.
uh-huh.
No, and then
Oh,
there would be
yeah.
some times where like I would leave CTHS, go to Rayburn, come back to CTHS, and have to go back to Rayburn for practice because like I mean I have my life here too. Like I have criminal justice. I'm in criminal justice, and then I got president this year, so I'm like no, like I have way more responsibility.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to do student council, and I want to do Key Club, and then I have to go to tutoring. I have to keep up with my AP classes, but everything is here, and it's so hard. Like sometimes I have to decide like what do I have to do, or not just that, but like just making sure your priorities are straight because you do forget about them. And I know also we both did work at some time. Well,
Yeah.
we did sports
Definitely.
and we worked and we
Yeah.
still had all these AP classes.
And AP classes.
Yeah.
It's impressive because you guys stayed on top. You guys are top students, and that's like that's inspiring.
Got
like,
the
yeah.
A&M shirt on.
Yeah. So even though like they had to do so much, like
Yeah.
I have to give you guys props. You guys worked y'all's butts
Thank
off.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So, yeah, man. So speaking of college, like, what careers are y'all looking at? What are y'all trying to major in? Stuff like that.
Oh, well, I'm going to major in psychology. My dream school always has been UT Austin. And then from there, I hope I get to become a lawyer and then go to law school and stuff like that. And if that doesn't go my way, then I'll for sure be in the criminal justice field or somewhere in psychology for sure. Or work with kids or something like that.
And do you think like the pathway here has helped you? Like,
Oh, yeah. Dude, I don't know what I don't think I would be myself right now if the pathway I was in. Wait, did I say that right? No. Basically, I wouldn't be me if it wasn't for this school and this pathway. Like, especially like Dr. Ryan and Nibarbo, they've really helped me a lot. They've given me so many opportunities and stuff. And especially Dr. Ryan, like, I give her so much respect. She's really believed in me and stuff like that here. And it really does help. Especially when, like you said, like, people don't really understand the athlete stuff.
yeah.
And she really did adjust with me, and she really did support me a lot. So I really do give her a lot of thanks for that.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
for
awesome.
me,
What about
my career, I want to be in business.
Yeah.
So I think, if I go to A&M, my major would be business management.
yeah.
And then eventually from there, I want to get my MBA, most likely specify in marketing, and basically go from there. Most likely it will be A&M. I want to keep my options open, but A&M has always been my dream school, and
Yeah.
honestly, I can't imagine myself wearing a burnt orange instead
Oh my
of
gosh.
the Aggie
Look
maroon.
at the mic you have right now.
I
mean,
know.
Yeah,
it's
bro,
okay.
that's ironic.
It's okay. We already
ironic.
said
It's
that we're gonna go
You
to
got
the
like
sign.
You got the
the
good
A
mic.
and M and UT game. We're gonna go to that game for sure, and I'll go to some A&M games, and he's gonna come to some UT games for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But it's really depending on money, because I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like that's
a big part.
that's a big part of it right now. So, I mean, I haven't made a decision yet, but money definitely plays a factor. But definitely leaning towards A&M.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about coming to CTHS when like you were in 8th grade?
Yes, actually, I remember like I was talking to Elian about it on
Yeah.
my way over here.
Yeah.
Like, this is actually like one of my first times like being back at CTHS
Yeah.
since
He hasn't been
my-
here since 8th grade.
Yeah, like, so whenever we came to like basically look around all the campuses, like we came here for CTHS, and I was like, dang, like this school is nice. Like honestly, like I was very strongly considering. I was like, I want to come here, but then like I kind of, as like we left and like went back and I had more time to think about it, I was like, and then I started thinking about like how sports would be like,
Yeah.
would be for like if I came here, and how kind of more difficult it would
Yeah.
be.
It was hard.
And so I definitely I considered that a lot, and I thought going to Rayburn would be probably better for me because
You live right there. It's
yeah,
just
especially
easier.
because my house is like right there too, and it would just be a lot easier. So I don't know. I mean I'm happy with the decision I make, but I
Yeah.
definitely walking back in here, like seeing everything. It made me think about like what if I had came
Yeah.
here, but
Yeah.
you know.
I
no.
think
Great opportunities
I
here.
think he made a really good decision though, because like I can't imagine Roger like not playing sports or
Yeah.
not doing
Yeah.
something like,
Like
that.
3 sports, man.
Yeah,
You
that's
still
crazy.
should've
Totally. That'd be
It just would've
crazy.
been harder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I couldn't
I-
even do 2. Like I can't even imagine 3.
Yeah, honestly, I mean it's impressive. Like even though like Frida did it, I can't imagine how it would try to be like doing football, basketball, and track on
Yeah.
top of that. That would be. I don't know if honestly, I don't know if I would have been able to do it
Yeah.
all 4 years like I have if I came here.
Yeah.
That'd be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, things happen for a reason. I
Yeah.
always said
Yeah.
that.
You guys.
Like, we
yeah.
chose our paths because, I mean, I was between Rayburn, Deer Park, and Memorial or CTHS.
Same.
Deer Park.
Yeah, like, I was
You got
between
options.
4, and I chose CTHS. And, I mean, I'm not going to lie. At first, I was like, oh, I think I should leave. I think I should just go back to Rayburn. I miss all my
I
friends.
remember that. I remember.
Yeah,
freshman
when I
year.
said I was going to leave, I was like, I miss all my friends,
Everybody
all my
said that at
volleyball
one point.
friends.
Everyone.
Yeah, I think we've all said that at some point. Well,
I mean, I haven't, but
Dude,
And
I
then
wanted to go back to
especially-
Soho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
especially
We were
since
like,
I would
what?
always see all my friends, like Roger. I've known Roger since like 5th
Can't believe
grade,
you
and
done
I
that.
have like my other childhood
I have my
friends
reason.
over there.
Yeah.
So like I really do miss my friends and all that. And like I said, I was like I should just leave and all this, but then I really did think about it. I was like, no, like in the long run, criminal justice is what I want to do, and I really did think I should dedicate myself to that because
Yeah.
that is something I've dreamed about since I was really little.
Oh, okay.
But
Mm.
like I said, I think it all happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I have respect for any like whatever school you go to, like you're good.
Y'all's decisions worked out for like both
Yeah,
of y'all and y'all's
Yeah.
favor,
for
for
sure.
y'all's interests and
For
stuff.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you said you were part of DECA. How was that? Cause I know last year y'all made it far, didn't y'all?
So yes. So basically, everyone competes either individually or in a group.
Yeah.
And for me, last year I competed individually.
Uh-huh.
And for my competition, I made it all the way to state, which is like one
Ooh.
before the highest.
Yeah.
So there's only like 3 levels. There's like district, state, and then ICDC or like nationals. So for state, we went to Dallas and we got to spend like 3 days there at a hotel, and it was really cool, honestly.
That's
Like
cool.
especially like you bond a lot more with like the people like that you're part of, like especially
Yeah.
that go to Rayburn and even the other schools that go like to Pasadena, like from people from Memorial or like Soho, like that. Like we all got to hang out and it was a lot of fun. But and then ICDC, we actually only had one person that made it there.
Uh-huh.
Her name Emmanuel. I don't think any of y'all know him. He just went to Rayburn.
Oh yeah, Emmanuel. Oh.
yeah. But
Uh,
yeah, he made it to ICDC, and actually that was all the way in Florida. So like
Oh,
he got like all of that paid for and stuff like that, and it
Wow.
was really cool. So
yeah. What is DECA, real quick?
So-
For those that don't know.
DECA is basically like it's a business club,
Okay.
and it basically works on like your communication skills and like being able to think on the fly, like really quick. So
Y'all
like
do presentations and stuff, right?
yes, basically. So
Yeah.
it just depends what you do. Like for me, I had like last year what I did was it's called like a role play event.
Mm.
So basically, what they do is they give me a scenario, and then in that scenario, like I had to think of it gives me like certain topics that I need to cover,
Yeah.
and they give me 10 minutes to prepare what I'm gonna talk about, and then in the next 10 minutes, I had to present it in front of a judge and basically figure out what I would need to do to make that business better and basically stuff like that.
And you made it state.
Yes.
That's
yeah,
dope.
that's
Pretty
good.
dope.
That's
Shout
good.
out to Roger.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I hope you
Good
make
job,
it
man.
this year.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully so.
Good luck.
Yeah.
So, what do you like to do besides all that school
Yeah.
stuff?
Okay. Yeah, we talked a lot about school. What do y'all do? What do y'all do? Like, do you have any passions? Anything? Something out of school that y'all do? A hobby? Anything?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think what we do when we're not like working or we're not at school, I think we're mostly with our friends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
like we definitely try making a
Ooh.
lot of time for our friends and stuff, as in y'all
Yeah,
too, and like
yeah.
our group. Shout out to our
don't know y'all.
group because
I don't know.
Shout out to Rick whenever we play Fortnite.
Oh
We-
my
I
God.
spend a lot of time
man,
playing
shout
with
out
Rick.
to my girls, Ale, Lefty, Maria, Serenity. I
Bro.
love y'all.
You know,
I'm bleeping those out.
No,
Put the Friendsgiving big picture.
oh yeah.
And no.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's gonna do.
I don't know if it's gonna be.
Yeah. Y'all don't play any instruments? Anything?
No.
I used to play violin
So
in
that's actually
intermediate.
like a big regret I have. Like I never
Really?
like
can
I
still
never learned
learn.
how to play an instrument.
You can still learn.
He's learning how to play
Play
guitar.
piano.
Yeah, I'm
You
learning how
should
to play guitar
piano.
right now.
You
So
should
I
play
wanna
piano.
learn how to play the piano.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd
It's
be
like
cool.
the piano is like I don't know. I just love listening
You
to like
we're still young.
that
man.
type of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nah,
I actually
that's
saw like a
over
piano
for me.
whenever we went to a tour A&M, and I was like,
Dang.
you know,
That's a
Wow.
piano.
Wait, was it
Like,
was
I
it
don't-
was it in like the dorms?
no, it was like in a like student center.
Oh, the
area.
student center.
Yeah.
Ugh, student center.
But yeah, that I regret because I was in choir, so I was
Yeah.
used to like
Sing
used to
for us.
and all
The
that.
vocal.
You can
but-
sing? I've
No,
never heard you
I'm-
sing.
I'm stepping
no,
out.
I do not want to sing.
Is he good at singing? Have you heard him sing?
She has heard me sing, I think, like,
Is he good at
but
singing?
not like not
Um,
recently.
I want to get a good singer on the podcast.
Do you remember?
I just want someone
do
to
you
sing.
remember in
Live
Bobby Shaw,
performance?
we had like concerts,
Oh
and like
yeah.
you were there one time, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean,
and I had, like-
I just had a violin. I was in orchestra,
Yeah.
so I mean, honestly, I
I don't
wasn't
know.
really paying
Wait,
attention.
my
to
voice,
anyone
my
else.
voice has changed a lot since then, since I was singing. So,
His voice was deep his whole life.
so I don't know.
Guess
I don't
what?
know if my singing would be any good now,
Mm.
but maybe I don't
Yeah.
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
it?
but-
Just hanging out with your friends.
That's it. Yeah.
Well,
know. I mean, I actually hang out with Frida a lot more often
yeah,
now.
I hang out with Roger and
Y'all
Lucy.
can drive now.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
we
definitely.
can drive now.
I can't drive.
Lucy's my best friend, so like
I
I
don't have a car.
introduced her.
Lucy,
I introduced her and Roger, and I mean we all kind of we like hanging out a lot.
this is kind of weird,
I
but
love
like we kind
Lucy.
of have to
Don't
hang
you
out
dare
with her
talk
'cause,
about her.
like it's her best friend, so I have to hang out with her.
Oh my
But,
god.
like, she's cool, I guess.
No, I
mean,
love Lucy.
not
She's
bad.
done a lot of things for me, so I always need to make sure like I make time for her. She's definitely one of my like top things I have to.
Don't cry.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Nah, bro, nah.
I'm not. But I mean, anything else that you do?
I mean, I like playing basketball even outside of school a lot,
Oh.
But
A lot
I
of the
mean,
gym.
yeah, definitely. It's like, especially like playing 3 sports. It's like
It's not much time.
He'll be going at like midnight to the gym and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
especially
does, I
like
see it.
There's
I've
no
seen it.
other time.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like I guess an active lifestyle. Like it's
Yeah.
really like
Yeah.
being in like all those 3. Like you had to be like in shape and like do all that
No,
type of stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, I always see myself like doing some type of physical activity. If not, like playing video games with Rick, like I said.
Yeah.
I think.
Rick.
Oh, another thing I like doing is I spend like so much time with my family. That's another thing.
Spend
it's
time with your
hard.
family, guys.
Yeah, 'cause it's hard. Like you're playing sports, you're getting out of practice
Yeah,
at like
definitely.
5 or 6, and then when there's games, you'll be getting out like at 8 or 9, depending on the game, and you don't see your family at all. So definitely, that's one of the things I like doing a lot, is spending time with my family. So family, friends,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Live,
It's-
laugh, love.
Amen.
On the wall. Yeah, but you guys, like, y'all are working hard and stuff. I don't know where I was going with that.
You guys are working hard.
You guys are working hard, man.
You said that like 5 times.
So enough
I
questions about us.
I know.
What do you mean?
This is our podcast.
I'm like, how do y'all feel being our friends?
Y'all are cool people.
Y'all are cool. Yeah, we
Yeah.
brought you on here because we know how hard y'all worked. Like,
Maybe.
we just need, like, because y'all are inspirations. Y'all could possibly inspire other people.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate that a lot.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know, that means a lot.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we brought you on here. Like, okay, some people are gonna be like, okay, part of it was because we know y'all, we're
Yeah.
friends. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but another big part of it was because you guys, because we don't bring just anyone on the show, man. Like, it really has to be like, they can have some sort of impact, and you guys are inspirations. You guys really did work hard. Y'all are up there, man.
We grew
Y'all are
up
up
with
there.
y'all.
Not even me. I didn't do that.
That is true.
I'm not up there.
All
Y'all
of
work
high
hard.
school was like with each other and stuff. So I mean, we've all seen our progress and stuff. So I want to tell y'all too, like,
Yeah,
you guys are doing really good things too. You guys are really inspiring people. Daniel, really smart guy. Eliana, really creative guy. So I really give you.
No, no,
Just
definitely.
kidding, Elian. Both of y'all.
Elion
Elian.
just skips
No,
me.
but
I mean, well, for me, like, something I want to say, like, yeah. I mean, I definitely appreciate, like, that our story can, like, inspire other people. But it definitely wasn't alone. Like,
Yeah.
doing
Oh,
all
yeah,
that stuff.
for
And there's, like,
sure.
there's so many people that, like, really helped along the way. And
Yeah.
especially, like, make sure I always did my work and stuff like that. Like, there's always other people, like, that help along the way. Like, I don't want to make it seem like, oh, like, we did it on our own.
No,
Like, we didn't have
yeah.
anyone else
No,
help.
yeah.
It's always, like, always a lot of people's help.
Yeah.
know.
So like for sure, like our friend group, I think really
Definitely.
supportive. Everyone in there, so much like respect and care for that.
Especially for,
'cause-
like, our schedules, how we're always busy.
especially that. You know how hard it is getting like 18 people to hang out in one
Yeah.
day. It's
That's a lot of
hard.
people.
When is Friendsgiving?
The
The
25th.
25th, right? Yeah, the 25th.
But yeah, no, a lot of respect
got the
for our
bread.
friends,
I got the bread.
and especially y'all two guys. Thank you guys for
Yeah,
inviting
definitely.
us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I think it's about like time we should wrap things up. Do y'all have any closing statements? Anything y'all want to leave off with?
Anything
you
to
wanna
say
yeah.
to the
No,
people
you can
that
go
are
first.
listening?
Thank y'all for having us. It was a pleasure to share some of my story,
Yeah.
and hopefully that my story can inspire others to do well and whatever they want to do, and whatever
it's
they want to
possible.
do,
Yeah.
they can
Because
definitely do
apart
it.
from that, this man worked jobs. That's something we didn't mention. Y'all worked like 2 jobs. She worked 2 jobs. You
Yeah.
worked 2 jobs.
I-
So apart from school, they had stuff to do outside of school.
Yeah.
So
Working those 2 jobs, tough.
yeah.
I
And on top
remember.
of that, maintaining. So it's definitely like something.
And like, not everybody has to be like stacked like that. It's
Yeah.
just like, you guys can do it.
yeah.
We always like to be positive.
Definitely
at the end.
attainable.
We
Just because
always
it's
want-
hard doesn't mean it's not
always want
possible.
everybody to
Good
come away
closing
with a positive
statement.
message.
Yeah.
I like
Mhm.
inspiring people. Well, do
No
I do
matter-
mine?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I thank you guys for having me once again. I really do hope people realize it's not easy either as well. But definitely always keep it positive. Always keep those people you love and respect and all that around you. It's always good to have good energy around you, just because it really does change the mood and the way you do things and stuff like that. It really does. So yeah, I guess my last thing I can say is
YOLO.
you can do it.
Okay. It's nice.
Believe in yourself
Yes.
and go Longhorns, because
Aggies.
Longhorns,
Fight.
hook 'em. Yeah.
All right.
No official commitment yet.
Or you.
All right. I'm messing with you. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We laughed a lot.
Lovely laugh.
Stop.
Loved it, laugh.
I'm gonna print it out.
It was kind of unexpected, but I think
This was
went
really
okay.
spontaneous. But I'm glad it happened.
Me
Do I want
too.
to talk about like how like all this happened?
Really
I
quick.
guess. I guess.
So I was sitting in calculus.
Oh
And this-
my god.
These dudes were like, I
No,
don't know.
first of all, Roger
So,
texted
okay,
me.
it was-
No.
okay, it
Let
was
me
kinda
start it
me.
off.
All right, go
Let
ahead,
me
go ahead.
start it off. Roger texted me. He's like, let's do the podcast today. And I mean, I wasn't ready at all. I was like, I have team court today. That's why I'm dressed like this. I have team court. I don't
Yeah.
always dress like this.
Yeah, you do.
And he's like making this whole plan with me and like the time and stuff. And then I'm like, anyways. And then I'm
With
like,
some
did you
beef.
ask Elion and Daniel? And he's like, let me do that really quick. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude.
So okay, so like I said, like playing basketball right now. So usually we have practice 4 to 6, like mostly every day, and then like for some reason coach is like, all right, so we're just lifting and shooting during the period. No practice after 2. I was like, no practice. I was like, okay, this
Yeah.
is like the one day like let's do the podcast, because I really didn't want to miss practice, especially
Yeah.
because I mean I'm behind, so I didn't want to like be even more behind. But that's why I was like, oh, like today's like perfect day if we could, and I mean it worked out.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Oh, and then like we didn't think we were gonna do it, but then
Oh
we did.
yeah.
On our end, it was a little
literally
different.
at home like 20 minutes ago. I was home 20 minutes ago, and I was like grabbing my stuff, and then
Yeah.
first it was yes, and then first it was no, and all that.
Dude, it was like, it's because, I had to like talk to Miss Wynn first. And then she told me to talk to the APs. And
I went there
RP.
4 times.
4 times. Dude,
Did you
literally,
really?
those
Yeah.
ladies hate. I don't know if they're gonna watch it. I don't think
Okay,
they like
okay.
it.
Okay, we're meeting that
I
part
don't-
for sure.
I don't think they. I don't know. It just seems like I was annoying.
Oh.
So like, cause we walked in so many times, and then like, asking the same thing. Is there an AP here? And then they're like, you could check. Like,
Oh, so you guys were just like repeating, like
Yeah.
they're like, dang, go away.
I thought y'all were
That's
just
what I
like
felt
walking around the school looking like, hey, where's an AP? Looking around.
No, man. Yeah, but eventually I found an AP. Shout out Miss Way, and we were able to do it. So
Oh yeah, thank you to Ms. White and
Miss Wynn.
yeah for letting us do this.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't
All
know,
right,
yeah,
well,
but
thank you,
for
thank you,
having
thank
That
you,
camera's
thank you to everybody.
me. Yeah.
Thank you guys one more time.
Thank you.
Our camera's dying. We got.
All right.
Alright,
Well,
so this was chaos. Good chaos.
I hope you guys
Controlled
enjoyed. I
chaos.
hope you guys, took something from
Yeah.
this. Work hard. That's the main thing y'all should get from this. Work
And
hard.
try and surround yourself with people who care about you, because that's what's
Definitely.
gonna push you through at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure.
All right.
You can do it. That's our positive message. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
you. What? What?
All right. Well, that's it. Thank you guys.
Okay,
See ya.
thank you.
Good chaos.
Hey, good job, guys. That was. Oh, no. Dude, she's been holding in that call.